friends, it is week 8 of my 75 soft challenge. I am eating well, drinking 8 glasses of water, working out for at least 45 minutes, and reading at least 10 pages of a book every single day. If you're new here, I am documenting how I am doing with those habits throughout the week, so let's see how this week goes. It's one of those days where we just really don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen for dinner, so we just want to make something quick so we can just unwind and enjoy the evening. And so we're going to make a frozen meal that we picked up from Trader Joe's. It's something we've had before. I feel like this is really popular from Trader Joe's. Let me grab it out of the freezer. It is the Mandarin Orange Chicken from Trader Joe's. Really quick to make. The package says 10 minutes, but I never trust cooking instructions from anything from Trader Joe's. I find that it takes a little bit longer to cook things through than what the package says, but still a very quick thing to make on the stove. You just add some oil to a skillet. There's a sauce packet in there. I mean, everything comes together pretty quickly. I wouldn't say this is like the most eating well of eating well things, but in terms of how I've eaten all day today, I think this is fine. In terms of how I've been eating this whole week, this whole challenge, I think moments like these are okay. So we've already got the rice cooking in the rice cooker right here, and once that gets closer to being done, we can start on the stovetop portion and everything will come together really fast. Okay, so one thing I think we're gonna do for this one today to make it more of a eating well thing is cook it in the oven instead, which we usually don't do. So like my eyes always glance over the oven instructions because we just never do this, but I think that'll save us from having to use, a 1/4 cup of cooking oil on the stove. So to avoid that, we'll just cook it in the oven. It'll take a little bit longer, but that is how we'll go about making this in an eating well kind of way. Checked in on our budget earlier and realized we have already overspent on groceries for the month, which really stinks because we still have one more week's worth of groceries for the month to consider. So we were like, how are we gonna handle this? So if you saw my 75 soft challenge video where I showed how I meal prep, which was I think in week 2 or week 3, I don't remember, but I can link it below, then you know that I like to shop my kitchen first. I like to go in the fridge and the pantry, figure out what groceries do we have that we could already make some meals with. So that is what we did earlier, and that is when we figured out, okay, we're good for the rest of the month when it comes to breakfast and when it comes to dinners. Now for lunch, for some snacks, we might still have to go to the grocery store this weekend to pick up some things for that, but for the rest of the month, we're good on breakfast and dinner. Now it comes down to, out of all those dinners that we identified, what do we want to eat tonight? And tonight is one of those weeknights where we want something easy, which I know a lot of us do. We had stuff to do after work today. Yes, I'm in my pajamas, like don't come for me, I'm sure you are too. Like we just want something really quick and easy to make. So it might be another spaghetti night. Don't get mad, but it might be another spaghetti night. Now, if it is another spaghetti night, I will say I'm at least trying a new sauce because I typically love to buy Rao's, if I'm saying that right. I love the Rao's pasta sauce. I buy those all the time. But this time, we went to Trader Joe's and we had to grab the pasta sauce. And we picked up this Rosatella pasta sauce. Never seen this before, never tried this before. So we were like, why not pick it up and try something new? It's not as big of a jar as Rao's which maybe is okay for this first time around that we only bought one, because we don't know if we like this. Like, what if this is gross? You know, what if this is nasty? Like, we don't know. So we'll try this out tonight. It is made with cream, Italian tomatoes, and Grana Padano cheese, if I am saying that right, which I'm not even sure what that is. So I hope that this tastes good. And a big goal with this challenge is eating mindfully. And I know eating things that are jarred like this, eating processed foods, that really contradicts with eating well. So a step that I like to take is, how can I eat more mindfully? How can I at least try to have a meal that I would normally have, but have it more mindfully? For me, for something like this, that would be when it comes to the pasta water. Either I don't salt it at all, or I salt it a lot less than I would before. I've been doing the 75 soft challenge during the winter, and today is one of those winter days that's actually sunnier and warmer. So I decided to do my physical activity outside on a trail. It's just really pretty today and peaceful, and moments like these are just a great time to reflect on how I am over 50 days into this challenge. I have set my mind to do something for 75 days, and I am over 50 days into reaching that. Week by week, I'm reaching my goal, and that makes me proud. So if you're also doing this challenge and need some motivation, just know you're doing a great job. So as you saw, I am ending this week with some Instant Pot chicken thighs and rice. I will link the recipe below, but I will say I didn't have much to do with dinner tonight. My husband found a recipe and made dinner, and I just got to relax and watch a movie this evening. So I can link it below in case you're interested. But yeah, that is my update on how this week has been going with my 75 soft challenge. I didn't talk much about the book that I'm reading, which is Recursion by Blake Crouch. If you've been following this journey, you know that I've been reading this book for a few weeks now. I am almost done with this book, so I expect to share more about it next week in week 9. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.